think this thing is vibrating as much, but now I'm not sure. But I'm trying to make sure it stays tight as I can get it. This is Tuesday, July 15th, 2025, and it is 7:52. It is 72 degrees on this glorious day. It is overcast at this time. I wish it would stay this way. I don't want storms, but I like the overcast skies. That sun is just, it's too bright here lately. Maybe it's just me, but I just feel like the sun is more, I don't know. I know there's probably an explanation for it, but I'm not going to get into it. I just know it hurts my eyes, and it makes me feel warm. All right, y'all know what we're going to talk about today is that rant video that Tim did. And I printed out the transcript. I believe it was 20 pages. So it wasn't as bad as some of them he's done. And I could have narrowed it down to 10 if I changed the spacing, but I didn't. I just hit copy paste and printed it so I would have it with me. Now I'm trying to see what kind of parking places, if there's going to be any today. Probably not, since it's the time of day. I'm feeling some better. I'm still fighting that headache. I think my voice is cleared up. I did take a Mucinex DM yesterday, but I'm still fighting the headache. And I don't know if that's from, I usually put my hair up at night to sleep. I didn't do that last night. Maybe pulling my hair too tight. I don't know. That's causing, but I mean, that wouldn't cause my face to hurt. So anyway, there's nothing down there. Got somebody here that's not even looking to see if anybody's coming. They just turned the corner. We got somebody here flying that doesn't pay any attention. You know, we just got, I sound like Tim, don't I? Well, I'm going to cut you off for a second, then I'll be back. All right, I cut the engine off and I got my notes out. So in this rant video that he does, it was supposed to be in, I guess, the first video, but it didn't get up first. I guess he tried to upload them all at the same time, which is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, why not put them out one at a time? I don't care how many times you're uploading a day. Just put them out one at a time. Give them time for people to watch and go on to something else, and then maybe come back. All right. So he's coming to you from his beautiful RV, and he's talking about that they have some interesting weather coming. And yes, they do. And they had some interesting weather yesterday evening. I actually watched JLR Investigates. He, I guess, is back at home in Florida. I don't know if he's left. But anyway, it was bad. I mean, there was lightning strikes all around him. He was on I-75 somewhere. I'm not sure. I think Tarpon Springs is where he was going. Maybe that's where he lives. I don't know. Anyway, it was flat raining, and I mean lightning like crazy. I mean, I could, if that lightning would have been striking in front of me like it was him, I would have stopped. And he eventually did stop. Now, they did have a tornado warning. I don't know if anything touched down. I haven't looked. And so I hope it didn't. I hope it was just, stayed up in the sky. All right. So I don't know how much Bradenton got, but I know in some areas it looked pretty bad. Okay, he's enjoying his coffee, blah, blah, blah. And, I think he's filmed this rant several times, and for whatever reason, he's not put it up. But he says he's going to get into it deep. And he starts talking about his nasal problem. Starts talking about that he thought about going to the ER because he was having this pain and all this junk. I'm like, I mean, why does he always makes out like his pain or his discomfort is worse than everybody else's. I didn't once think about going to the ER, and I don't even know if mine was even close to what his was. And I mean, like I say, it's still there a little bit, but not like it was. Okay. He said it was starting to spread into the trap in his neck, which I think is that's a little bit of your sinus draining. Anyway, poor thing. He couldn't stop sneezing. Now, I've not had a problem sneezing. Actually, I would like to sneeze. All right. Anyway, he first said, I took 3, no 4 Advil, which, you know, ibuprofen, which is equivalent to what a prescription ibuprofen is. Although you're getting more of the, whatever they're putting in with the Advil to, you know, make it last longer. He talked about he ate all 6 of the chicken thighs. Ugh. I couldn't eat 1 chicken thigh, much less all us. I'm just not a fan of chicken thighs. Okay, I'm using the grill more than any grill I've ever used in his life. Oh, wow, it's amazing. Anyway, he prayed that it doesn't come back today. Okay, he's talking about that. I'm going to move on real quick. He starts talking about that he's bored, you know, whatever time it was at night. We're going to say 9 o'clock. And, you know, he had all this burst of energy. Well, that's going to happen. I feel it happens sometimes when you're on a low carb diet. And he's talking about he couldn't go to the mall because it was closed, blah, blah, blah. Tim, you have the best walking place there is. You're 15 minutes away from a beach. Go walk on the beach. Is it because you're afraid? I don't really ever hear anything of something happening on the beach. I'm sure at times it does, but this time of year, I wouldn't hesitate to go walk on the beach at night. Anyway, he also said he took a bite off of a sleep aid pill, which I have. Years ago, I took an Ambien and Lunesta, and both of them, the next day, I felt so groggy, even just breaking off, or took a bite, that's what he's saying. They just weren't worth it to me. And I also didn't like the side effects from them. And if he would think about it, he wouldn't like the side effects either. But anyway. And I'm surprised that Jim Bauer or some of them haven't told him to stop that. Okay, he put on the Bible app. And then I saw where somebody questioned about, did he have a real Bible? I think it was Dinger. He does have a real Bible. That lady that, I can't remember her name, she sent him one. Now, it's a paperback one, but it's still a Bible. And he showed it one time, maybe twice, never showed it again. Well, the lady I think it sent it to him has, as I say, jumped the fence. She's now on the other side now. So she won't be sending him another Bible. And, you know, he does have one. Now, I get it that sometimes you like to listen to it on your phone, but I don't know. It just, to me, I like having a book in my hand, especially the Bible. If I'm reading the Bible or my devotional book, I want the book. I don't want it on, well, I'll listen to it on Audible if I've got something to listen to on Audible, but anyway. Dave's probably going to kill me when I say we're going to Gatlinburg and we're going to listen to Audible. I'm going to tell him he better take his earplugs. Or take his earbuds if he wants to listen to his own music. Because I am going to listen to Audible. I purchased one on Appalachian Secrets, so we can get the mood for whatever we go. Okay. Now, he talks about that he don't think the surgeon did his eye right. That, you know, Tim, if you take care of your eye, it probably wouldn't be an issue. But you don't take care of it. You don't listen to what people tell you and all that stuff. And he starts talking about other YouTubers getting more views than him and more subscribers and blah, blah, blah. Okay, he's talking about that he's not going to have in his comments negative comments. He wants them all positive, meaning he wants them all to kiss his butt. And he'll block you if you don't. And then if he sees that you're subscribed to any of us hater channels, and I don't consider myself hater. Yes, I am one of the channels he's probably talking about, but I'm not a hater. But anyway, if he sees anyone that's subscribed to that channel, then he's going to block you. Turn off your subscriptions. You can make them private. Then he can't see. And he says he wants to meet a new woman. Blah, blah, blah. Every time he says that, it means that he's calling Tammy back. That's his, I think, his code word for calling Tammy back. Claimed he went out on a date last night, too. I saw that this morning. Saying she was a mermaid. He's a joke. He is such a joke. There is no woman, I feel, that would not date him but maybe one time. And I think after that they would say, get me out of here. I mean, unless he was a totally different person than what we see, he would, I just can't see, unless the lady was just really lonely. And, you know, and I get being lonely, but you can find better. I can assure you. Because, first of all, I'm not going to say he won't ever buy you a meal, but most of the time it'll be, let's split this. Let's go Dutch. And I don't think a romance for me is constantly going Dutch. Every now and then, maybe. Every now and then, the lady picks up the payment and all that stuff. But I think the man should be the one. Now, once you get into this where you're really serious with each other and all that, I'm not picking on that. I'm talking about just in the romance, the courting stage. The courting stage. All right. So he talks about that most of the hater channels are just one person. Well, I can tell you right now, Tim, that is not true. I mean, I don't know every one of them, but I bet you there might be one that might have 2 channels. Maybe. But I'm not even so sure about that. And the thing about it is that I don't want to know. It's none of my business. But the one you keep thinking is the person that you're wanting to say and you don't, I don't think they're behind that channel, but you know, I don't know everything. All right. He talks about that he would never make a disparaging video about another YouTuber. Well, no, you haven't made one, but you sure disparage people who decide to keep working after 62 or decide not to take their Social Security. You do disparage those people quite a bit, and that's one reason why I continue to make these videos. Also, I try to warn people that he don't need the money. Let's put it this way. He might need the money, or he might want the money, so he can spend it more on something that he don't really need. But, and if you want to buy him, if you want to give him money, that's your money. But I hope you have plenty of money to give him. I hope you're not taking your last money you have for the month to give it to Tim, or, you know, taking your coffee money or whatever to give to Tim, because he's not worth that. No YouTuber is worth giving money to them that, you know, bug. If it's your last money. I mean, if you got plenty of money you want to donate, hey, I don't have no issues with it. All right. He says he purges people out of his life when they he feels that they're not giving him, he doesn't say joy, but that's what I'll put in here, that if they're not bringing him joy, in other words, if they're not constantly complimenting him, or talking positive to him, then he, I'm gonna put this out here. I think the reason he pulled away from Jay, now, and he can comment here if he wants to, but I think some of it had to do with the fact that Jay and Bev are going through a tough time, and he couldn't handle it because he don't want to feel that deep about something. He doesn't want to get really in a deep level of caring about someone, and then I just feel like that he pulled away because he's not capable of long-term commitments. And I'm not a psychologist, but this is just what I see in him. He's not capable of it, and once you get so close, you pull away. I think that maybe what happened with Johnny Vegas. Now, I don't know that, but he self-sabotages friendships. I think he self-sabotages relationships. Friendships, relationships, whatever. I think he does that because he don't want to really feel something. I don't think that he's capable of, really feeling deeply for someone. And once he sees something that possibly could hurt his positivity, as he says, he starts talking less to him and he moves away. Oh, he says he could have went to college if he wanted to, blah, blah, blah. No, Tim, you didn't like school just like I didn't like school. And that's why I didn't go on and finish college. I could have got a degree, yes, and I agree, I didn't want it. It wasn't important to me, and it's still not. I still think working experience, and I know you can make more money, but as time goes on now, I think that's changing, but that's just me. All right, I've been kind of just scanning over this. And when I said something about that, he couldn't have feelings, I think it's also the way his children, he keeps them at a distance. I don't know what causes him to be this way. I don't know what happened in his life, but something happened to make him feel this way. Okay. I may be some notes here, and I'm just going to I'm going to try not to read them word for word, but I might. Okay, he says he don't like to talk about it, but you just did, Tim. When you talk about us haters, anytime he's talking about us haters, it's on his mind. If it's not on your mind, you're not going to talk about it. And I said, you're killing your channel by deleting comments. He is slowly killing his channel by deleting comments that are not really negative. They're constructive criticism, and that's what I've always tried to do, Tim, is give you constructive criticism. But you're the one that chose to not be able to take it. Okay, we are not losers. I don't know any of us that are losers. We are not copycats. We're only calling you out, and we don't hate life. I love my life. And I put this as a joke. I have talents, Tim, that you couldn't imagine. And he talks about we lie. I have never lied about you, Tim. I've said I've speculated, but I haven't lied. Speculating is not lying. You're the one that's causing the drama and spinning everything. And then he talks about that we get mad because he gets stuff sent in the mail. I don't care how many e-bikes, how many whatever those generators are. I want to say Art Eddies, but that's not it. Blue Eddies, whatever. I don't care how many you get. They can send you one a week. I don't care. But when you start selling them for profit, that is not the Christian thing to do. And that's what irks me. It's not that you're getting stuff. Now, do I believe that you were sent everything you've gotten lately? Yes, I do. But I believe on Amazon, you're doing the thing that a lot of brands do, and that is you pay for it, you put the video up, they reimburse you. That's how you're doing it. So yes, you're getting the item for free, but you're having to put out your money to start with. Now the e-bike, yes, I believe they sent you that, because they send e-bikes to just about every nomad channel out there that's getting, 10,000 views a month. I mean, those things must be cheap. That's all I know, wholesale. I don't know how much they are, but they must be. And then I put down here at the very end, Tim, go down to the package store, take those golf clubs and send them back. And then I put, I bet your community would even help you pay for the shipping, because then we could quit talking about it. And that's how I'm going to end this video. Tim, send the golf clubs back. Thank you all for watching me. Hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.